watching PA Harness Week, racing's fastest paced half hour about all things harness racing right here in the great state of Pennsylvania. I'm Charlotte McBride, joined by Heather Vitale.
Charlotte, you know, I know both of us are a little bit hoarse. No pun intended. However, even though we may sound a little bit weird today, it's still going to be a great show.
It's going to be a great show. We have so much going on in this next half hour. Here's what you can expect to see. On today's show, the 2-year-olds were in the spotlight at Harris, Philadelphia for the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes. We've got all the action, plus what a battle in a great Northeast Open Series event. The 3-year-old fillies were showcased at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Trainer Tony Alagna had a nice night and a big money payoff that will have you saying OMG. Plus, you'll meet a few horsemen who love the sport of harness racing and pay tribute to their family for passing the torch to them. These headlines and much more on racing's fastest paced half hour right here on PA Harness Week. And now time for our race of the week from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. This coming from August 11th from the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes for 3-year-old pacing fillies. This is race number 6. The purse in this one, $56,000. And the favorite horse in this one is the number 6, this Treacherous Rain. She is the 1-5 favorite who's made almost 230 grand this season. And watch out for number 2, Beach Bar, who ships down from Canada for this one.
Louder flow really revving up just yet. So an uncontested lead for Treacherous Rain at the half in 55-4, 28-4 second panel. They straighten out on the backstretch, and Treacherous Rain opens her lead up to 2 over Beach Bar, forced to respond there for Tetrick. Third on the inside, Sweet Heaven has been saving ground. Sylph Hanover now steps out for Matt Kakaley, but still 5.5 off the leader and having a hard time gaining. And now Sweet Heaven beats her to the punch, so Sylph Hanover will follow the cover. 3 more to Sweet Lucy Lou, then Renaissance Lady way back, Pace Baby Pace. The lead still 2 for Treacherous Rain at 3/4, 122-3, 26-4 on the backstretch. Treacherous Rain by 2 on the outside. Coming up strong now is Sweet Heaven, and Beach Bar gets closer in the pocket. Top of the stretch, Treacherous Rain looking to hold together. Beach Bar on the inside is moving up closer here. Treacherous Rain put to the test. She will pass that test. It's Treacherous Rain.
Never an anxious moment for Treacherous Rain. She wins in wire-to-wire fashion in 149-4 with Dexter Dunn driving. It was the fastest of the 3 divisions on this evening. She's trained by Tony Alagna, and she has raked up a lot of money in her short career. She raced as a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, and she has over $480,000. This daughter of Captain Treacherous, who also Tony Alagna trained Captain Treacherous. Second was Beach Bar with a Garden Spot Journey, and the show money went to Sweet Heaven.
And now time for race number 8 in the PA Sire Stakes. And the favorite in this one, Heather?
Worry You Butte.
She loves saying the name, so I'm just going to let her say it every single time. That is the bettor's choice and has not missed the board in her 9 starts this season. And the number 2, Stonebridge Soul, is also getting support. And you may remember won the James Lunch Memorial at Pocono earlier this summer.
Warwick Butte in control for Yannick Gingras, not asking a thing from her. Pocket seat, Stonebridge Soul just a length back. Odds on St. Lucie third as the pace speeds up predictably here. Trillions Hanover fourth for David Miller. She steps to the outside. Inside fifth, Abuelita Hanover. Skater Chick also moves outside, and the trailer is pretty and fast. And still Warwick Butte with that 1-length advantage over Stonebridge Soul. 3/4, 123-3, 28-3 on the back. A soft third panel. Warwick Butte by a length. Stonebridge Soul lurking in the pocket from third. Now up comes Odds on St. Lucie. Trillions Hanover is 5 back and fourth. Top of the stretch, Warwick Butte going to try to outpace Stonebridge Soul here. Leads it by 1.25. Stonebridge Soul not gaining on Warwick Butte. Nice rake job from Yannick Gingras.
Worry You Butte. She settled in briefly, but then she was on top by the time these fillies are rolled past the half, and there is where she stayed. She wins in 150 with Yannick Gingras on the bike. Worry You Butte, by the way, was voted the 2-year-old champion filly last year, and this year she's proving to be just as good, really, in a very, very competitive 3-year-old pacing division in 2019 here. She's a daughter of Sweet Lou. She's trained by Ron Burke. Second was Stonebridge Soul and Abuelita Hanover. She finished third at 100-1 odds.
And now for the final division for Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action for 3-year-old fillies. This one, race number 10. 2 horses to take a look at. The number 6 horse, Tall Drink Hanover, is 1-5 and is coming into this off a lifetime best win of 148. And the number 3, Filly Hanover, is second choice and just won her most recent start at, well, where else? Philadelphia. Philadelphia.
Certainly comfortable up front for Tall Drink Hanover. Now on the backstretch, she's leading by a length and still under wraps. Pocket seat for Rockin' Philly. Philly Hanover. First over now for Brian Sears. Going to try to put a charge in through the leader. Gets to within a length. Then comes Abigail Dawn fourth. She's about 4.5 away. Inside fifth, Afraid Not Hanover. She's all right fades. The lead down to a half length now for Tall Drink Hanover. 3/4, 123 and 4, 27 and 2, third panel. On the outside, Philly Hanover almost even with Tall Drink Hanover. Rockin' Philly staying close in the pocket. Further back to Abigail Dawn, 3.5 back and forth. Top of the stretch, Tall Drink Hanover pushes the lead back to a length. Outside, Philly Hanover not giving way. Tall Drink Hanover still there. Inside, Rockin' Philly. Tall Drink Hanover has an answer. Andrew McCarthy, Tall Drink Hanover staying red hot with a win.
With Tall Drink Hanover winning in 150 and 2, trainer Tony Alagna picks up 2 of the 3 divisions for these Pennsylvania Sire Stakes on this evening. The daughter of Captain Treacherous worked really hard to get the lead. Once she got there, she got a little breather, and she does not look back. Now, stick with me on this one. We've got Rockin' Philly. Now, the Philly is spelled Philly, Rockin' Philly, okay. Now, she sat the pocket, finished second. Another Philly, all right, Philly Hanover, also spelled Philly, not Filly. Okay, she ended up being third. I don't know how much that made sense to everybody, but I totally got it.
We do have to take a quick break, but we have much more action from the downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. When we come right back, we have the Stallion Series for 3-year-old fillies, and we have an upset that will make you go OMG. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us.
Quattrin Blue Chip a slight lead at the half of 54 and 4, 28 and 1. Second panel.
Rolling is Luck Be With You, and Luck Be With You is out and after the front, and some star somewhere tracks that move on the outside.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier. And the slots, a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer. And you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Welcome back. You are watching PA Harness Week. I'm Charlotte McBride, joined by Heather Vitale. We're going to get to the action now at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. There were 4 divisions of the Pennsylvania Stallion Series last Sunday for 3-year-old fillies. We are going to show you the fastest because, of course, that's the best one. Race number 4, the purse $20,000. Check out number 7, Sweet Cherry. She's got the outside post here, but still being named the favorite at 7-5 odds. And the number 1, Twin Bee Sonia, who's been racing in Canada and New York recently and now ships down to the Keystone State.
Still no challenge to the leader, Sweet Cherry, at 3/4 and 123 and 3. Very fast on the back, 27 and 1. Sweet Cherry has not been able to shake a Beach Cowgirl, still a length back. Now Twin Bee Sonia moves up to 3.5 back in third, and then Unspoken Promise into fourth. Top of the stretch, Sweet Cherry by a length. The Beach Cowgirl shifts to the pylons to try to cut into it here. Sweet Cherry still there by a length. All out of Beach Cowgirl gets to within 3 parts of a length. That's as close as she'll get. Sweet Cherry.
Sweet Cherry with Tim Teacher driving, left alertly, got to the front, and they never let it go. The sophomore pacing last is obviously a daughter of Sweet Lou, you know, Sweet Cherry, but she also looks just like her daddy with that blaze on her face. The Jim King Jr. trainee scores the fastest of the 4 divisions of the Stallion Series in 151 and 3, which is also a new career best for her. Beach Cowgirl took second, and Twin Bee Sonia rounded out the trifecta.
And now time for our OMG race. This is race number 9 from Sunday, August 11th from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Condition pays for 5-year-olds and under in the purse is $15,000. The 2 horses getting the most support at the betting windows are the number 7, Captain Malicious, and the number 5, Quattrin Blue Chip. But we think it'd be a good idea if you kept your eye on the number 8, A Better Beach.
It's Quattrin Blue Chip, a slight lead at the half, a 54-4, 28-1 second panel. And no rest for Quattrin Blue Chip. Heisman player comes up first over for David Miller, just a head away. Picking up that cover, Captain Malicious. Meanwhile, tight in the pocket there is Seafarer. The top four have drawn away from the rest by 3 as Quake Blue Chip moves into 5th. Out wide, Bring the Thunder. Inside, showing pace now 7th there, a Better Beach, followed by Bay Meadows and the trailer Stand By Me. And Quattrin Blue Chip still standing up front. 3/4 1, 22-4, 28 even third panel. It's Quattrin Blue Chip pushed back there on Heisman player. Seafarer back into second. Captain Malicious swings 3 wide. He's 3 away. Top of the stretch, Quattrin Blue Chip by 2. Heisman player coming up now out of the pocket. Seafarer inside room for a Better Beach, who blows by all of them. A Better Beach sneaking through for Andrew McCarthy.
OMG. All right, a Better Beach was last at the half, but first when they crossed the wire in 151-1 with driver Andrew McCarthy. Now this Travis Alexander trainee lowered his career best by almost 2 seconds in this race. But that's not why it's our OMG moment. No. It is because the people that supported him put that money on his nose. They were very well rewarded. A $110 payoff. Also, if you like hunch bets, listen to this. If you like hunch bets and bodies of water, all right? If you went with a Better Beach on top and then you had Seafarer second, you had an exacta with an almost $400 payoff.
Nice. And now it's time for our PHHA feature of the week. When it comes to family businesses, harness racing is a shining example of several generations coming together for a common goal. This week we hear from 3 such families whose stories may be different, but their passion and love for harness racing is the same.
We're at my grandparents' farm in Port Royal, PA. My family's bred racehorses since the early 90s. My grandparents got involved after my grandfather got sick from working at the steel mill.
My name is Ralph Figlow Jr. and I'm a horse trainer and a horseshoer, and presently we're at Pocono Downs. My father worked in management at Batavia Downs, and that got me into the barn area probably when I was 9 or 10 years old, and once I got in there and found out what it was all about, I was hooked.
I've personally been training horses for about 10 years. It's something that once it's in your blood, I think it's hard to get out of it, you know what I mean? Dad's been in the business about 50 years. My mom was in it. That's how they met, was through the horses. So, you know, for me, I'm just trying to follow in the footsteps.
It's nice when I can train with my family because everybody lives right here, so if anything ever happens that I have to go somewhere, there's usually somebody that can step in and help, and plus it's free help too most of the time.
The most challenging thing I think about training horses is to win races, but how do you get there? For me, it's all about seeing them sounder, more comfortable, happier, and with that, you hope that it translates into you know, a better race performance.
People like, you know, that earn around horses a lot, like that I work with at my regular job, like they don't, until you're around it, you don't know, you know? Like they just think you have a horse, you race, like this is all the behind the scenes stuff you have to do. It's still amazing to me, like even doing it for all these years now, like how much you do just for a race that's a minute and 40 seconds, you know?
Usually every day with the race horses, they come out, get brushed, then jog, they come in, get a bath, brushed again, and then bandaged or anything else that they need.
Every horse is different, and sometimes it takes trial and error to figure one out. Each horse wears different equipment, each horse has a different temperament.
The connection you have with the horses, they're almost like family because they are here all the time. They all have their own personality, and I have one back here that we raised here. He's 11 now, and every day since he's been a yearling, he flips the feed bucket over the fence when he's done eating. There's never a day that goes that he doesn't do it.
The most I've ever trained probably were 7 horses, and generally now I like 1 or 2 horses, and like to give them individual care. I'm a shoer, horse shoer, so I think that's a vital part of the horse's well-being, and I try to incorporate all of it.
Come on, buddy. We'll go this way, back up a little bit. Come on. This way. He's like a big dog.
My son Ed helps me. He had a serious accident 17 years ago and suffered a traumatic brain injury. He came home in a wheelchair and was in pretty bad shape, and we needed to get ourselves something to latch on to set a goal. A bulk of it was to be here at the track, and it's helped in his rehabilitation.
To be able to learn from your father is very priceless, and to see generation to generation, it's nice to see the torch being passed, and that's something that's very cool and unique about this business is you learn and you progress every day.
I don't think people realize that there's horse racing almost every day in Pennsylvania, and I don't think people realize really the work that goes into it and how well the horses are cared for.
I wish more people would realize the excitement and the opportunity to compete. You're seeing the best horses, the best drivers.
Whether you're first, second, or third, just seeing your horses go out there and perform is, you know, a high like no other. And, you know, it's challenging, but that's what makes you appreciate the highs a lot more than you normally would.
And someone who knows a thing or two about families in harness racing, this girl right here.
You know, I'm a third-generation horse girl, and I can tell you that the family that cleans stalls together stays together. But seriously, though, what a bond we have. You know, we work together, we go to the track together, and it really is something special when there's a family that's involved in something like that.
And now we do have to take a quick break. When we come right back, we have a lot of action from right here at Harris, Philadelphia. We'll have some Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action for 2-year-olds, and we'll have a great battle from the Great Northeast Open Series. You won't want to miss it. Stay with us.
Amigo Volo on the inside, up on the outside. Here comes S-Class driving up now.
It's Mac Lobel, and he's pouring it on. It's Niatros by 4, and he's going away.
The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, a place where heroes come to life, preserving harness racing's treasured past while promoting its exciting future. And now get ready to harness your excitement with the thrill of harness racing's 3D simulator. The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, now offering free admission. Bigger, better, bolder than ever.
Welcome back. You're watching PA Harness Week. It's now time to get to the action from here at Harris, Philadelphia. We have the Great Northeast Open Series featuring top pacing males. The purse in this one, $30,000. This is race number 7. Our favorite in this one, the number 1 Prairie Panther, who has won 10 out of 17 starts this year. And number 2 horse, our Max Factor, has raced at 4 different tracks his past 4 starts and returns to Philly for this one.
Up the back stretch they go. Mock and Cheese on the inside has the lead. Up on the outside, our Max Factor now attacks second by 2. Tiger Thompson starts the gap away third and fourth position. Angling to the outside now. Here's Kirby and Sicily. As dropping back sharply to the field there is Lion Steel to make the way around the turn. Now out 3 wide is Prairie Panther. 3/4, 120 and 4. Midway around the final turn. Our Max Factor now takes the lead. Mock and Cheese tries to dig down. Sicily continues to weave through traffic. Prairie Panthers on the scene now widest. Towards the inside. Don't Tell Me Again is ground saving. They straighten away. Our Max Factor leads it by a length and a quarter. Trying to rally Mock and Cheese. Don't Tell Me Again's up the inside. On the far outside, Slick Tony's rolling down the center. Our Max Factor's all out. Slick Tony, does he have enough time? The answer, no. Our Max Factor.
Our Max Factor proves to be the best in here, and I don't mean just because he finished first. He actually did it the hard way. Did it first up with George Napolitano driving. The New Zealand native enjoyed watching two tough pacers battle it out in the front, and then he makes his move. He wins in 1:49.4. Slick Tony came from the back of the pack, took second, and then Don't Tell Me Again, coming off a long layoff, picked up third.
And staying right here at Harris, Philadelphia, also from Friday, August 9th, Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action for 2-year-old colt and gelding trotters. Starting with race number 7, and this one was the fastest of the 4 divisions, going over $47,000. And here the favorite is the entry of 1 and 1A, El Ideal and Gangster Hanover for the Aki Sponstead stable. And number 6, Amigo Volo, just won by 8 lengths in his most recent effort.
Amigo Volo on the inside, up on the outside. Here comes S-Class driving up now, making his move, and they're on even terms. Right there, Gangster Hanover's right back into the ball game after the early break with cover. Inside, El Ideal is 4th, and saving ground, 3/4, 126. Amigo Volo is finding more. Amigo Volo leads it by a length. Inside, El Ideal back for 2nd. S-Class on the outside is 3rd. Shifted into ground-saving mode was Gangster Hanover. 2 lengths back to I Have a Dream 5th. They straighten away for the stretch drive. Amigo Volo. El Ideal will have every opportunity. 3 back, 3rd, Gangster Hanover. It's Amigo Volo. El Ideal on the outside, but Amigo Volo is standing his ground. Amigo Volo wins by 1.
Amigo Volo not only sets off all of the teletimers, but he also sets a new world record in the process. He wins in 1:54.4. Now that's a world record for 2-year-old trotting geldings on a 5/8 mile track. The son of Father Patrick had Hall of Famer David Miller in the bike. For trainer Nifty Norman, El Ideal got a good trip. He had to settle for 2nd. Showing up for the show spot was S-Class, who is a full baby brother to Marion Marauder, who's a world champion and a Hambletonian winner.
In race number 1 from that card, another PA Sire Stakes event, the favorite Can't Say No took control early on in the race to cross the finish line first with Tim Tetrick driving in 1:56. The son of Explosive Matter is trained by Ray Schnitger. King Alfonso took the place honors, and there for 3rd was Hell Patrol.
On to race number 3 on that Friday Philly card for more Keystone State freshman trotters, and we saw Swiss House on Fire enjoy a perfect pocket journey to win in 1:57.4. This son of Muscle Hill picked up his first career victory for trainer driver Ake Sponstead. The favorite on top of the hill was 2nd, and Steel Schooner was there for 3rd. And I'm going to transition right into that final PA Sire Stakes division of that day for the 2-year-old colts and geldings, and that's race number 9, as we see a couple of familiar faces, and its driver David Miller and trainer Nifty Norman in victory lane again, this time with Chestnut Hill, who had an impressive brush to win in 1:56.2. He's a foal of Muscle Hill. Out of the world champion mare, poof, she's gone. Cafe Americano was 2nd, and Polly Walnuts took 3rd.
And if you want to see some of these races live, up close and in person, here's a look at this week's live racing schedule from right here in the great state of Pennsylvania. We'll start with the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Live harness racing this week, Saturday and Sunday, with a post time of 7 p.m. Monday and Tuesday, the first race starts at 4 p.m. And at Harris, Philadelphia, Sunday racing with a post time of 12:40 p.m. Then on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the first race post time is at 12:25. All right, every week we like to give you just a little bit of trivia, just one question. Yeah, not even 2 questions, just one.
Wait, don't push me now. Don't push me. I just might do that. All right, no, for real though. We just saw a couple Muscle Hill foals win here at Harris, Philadelphia. So I thought I'd do something about that really spectacular Pennsylvania sire. Here's the question. What year was Muscle Hill voted the United States Horse of the Year?
We do have to take a quick break. When we come right back, of course, Heather will have the answer to that trivia question, and we'll have a blast from the past.
And see what Peelers faces heavy pressure up the backstretch.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer, and you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
The world is full of compromises, but not here. Not on this day. Not in this race. Not in this sport. Every bet is a hope. Return on investment comes in seconds. This is harness racing. We welcome you to the Harness Racing Fan Zone. See it all for yourself. Feel it in all the passion. Share that experience with others. The Harness Racing Fan Zone puts you in the driver's seat.
The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, changing lives since 1976 by providing unforgettable experiences while educating young racing fans. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, hands-on equine learning at camps across the country and driving exhibitions. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, providing scholarships, leadership programs, career and college information. Support the Harness Horse Youth Foundation. Log on to hhyf.org and find us on Facebook. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, growing our future with enthusiasm.
Welcome back. You're watching PA Harness Week, racing's fastest paced half hour. Before the break, Heather had a trivia question for us, and now she has the answer.
The question, first of all, was what year was Muscle Hill voted the United States Horse of the Year? And it was 2009. He was a 3-year-old at that time. He won 12 out of 12 races, and in that one season, won $2.5 million.
Our blast from the past is the 2011 Valley Forge from 3-year-old pacing fillies from right here at Harrah's, Philadelphia, featuring an absolutely amazing field of ladies, including one who is going for her 22nd win in a row.
See what Peelers shakes away from Idyllic with a quarter to go, and See what Peelers is now 2 clear. Crispy Apple has taken second back from a fading Idyllic, dropped the ball, circles wide on the turn with 4 lengths to make up. 3/4 in 1:22 and 2, and See what Peelers is 3 in front at head stretch. See you at Peelers, holding clear from Crispy Apple. Idyllic is third, then dropped the ball. See you at Peelers, she's the real deal today. 22 in a row.
You heard announcer James Withright, 22 wins in a row. Yeah, See You at Peeler wins this one with driver Marcus Johansson. For his father-in-law, trainer, and Hall of Famer Jimmy Takter, See You at Peeler, she raced at 2, 3, and 4. She ended her career with 26 wins out of 31 starts and $1.5 million in earnings.
And we'd like for you to follow us all week long on social media. You can find us on Twitter at PA Harness Week. You can find us on Facebook at Harness Week. And of course, you can always tune in to our YouTube channel. It's been another great week of harness racing. Thanks so much for joining us right here on NBC Sports Philadelphia. We'll see you same time, same place next week.